Three monsters teleport into an alleyway and start causing havoc. Jindrax and Toxica follow an energy trail until they come upon the monsters in an alleyway and... Wait, is that Deviat's mutated form? Man, they really were reusing costumes at this point. The two try to recruit them, thinking that they're orgs, but the three shove them aside and make their way to the nearest city, where they're intercepted by the Silver Guardians. The three walk through the Silver Guardians as if they're nothing, though Wes and Eric do put up more of a fight in Morph. However, even Morph, the two are tossed aside until help arrives.
What's that? Hold it right there, orcs! Alright, more Rangers! Power Rangers, Wild Force! Yeah!
We'll get him next time.
Power down! Looks like we got here just in time.
What are you guys doing here?
I recognize him from somewhere. Hey! You're the one who gave me a ticket this morning. We just helped you. The least you could do is say thanks.
Power down!
Whoa. Wait a second, guys.
Come on, guys. We're all Rangers here, right, Taylor? Right?
All right. But why don't you guys leave fighting the mutants to the big boys?
Mutants? You mean orcs?
Orcs?
Back at Biolabs, Wes apparently has a kit left behind that he can use to contact the Rangers in the future.
Wes! Eric! Oh, it's good to see you.
Hey, Trip.
Have any mutants escaped from the future?
Oh,
Trip, please. You have to tell us what you know.
Time Force was tracking 3 fugitives in the year 3001. How they showed up in the year 2002 is beyond me. Oh, and there's something you should know, Wes. Jen was assigned a special mission to arrest those mutants, but we lost contact with her a few weeks ago.
The three monsters talk with each other in backwards talk while someone else watches from the shadows with a translator. Wes and Eric go to Taylor and the groups decide to join forces. She brings them to the animarium and they get a signal from Trip again, who tells them that the three are some sort of half-breeds of mutants and orgs, called Mutorgs. Fortunately, they know someone who they think can help.
How are you two? Oh, looks like you're doing much better from the last time we saw you. Thanks to you for setting it up with the board.
Nadira, we need your help.
Back in the past, as Danny and Max bond, Eric comments that Taylor's got some interesting friends.
They drive me crazy sometimes.
I'm sorry.
I used to feel the same way about my friends.
Wes and Cole talk, Wes telling him about how there are other Power Rangers out there. Nadira goes to visit her father in prison, which is surprisingly not a cryo prison. In the present, the Rangers go to intercept the Mutorgs. They morph and charge the three, but thanks to some impressive stunt work and fight choreography, the Mutorgs are too much for the seven. Wes is forced to demorph, but is saved by the figure in the cloak. Holy crap, Jen! That's special assignment gear for Time Force?
Let's come on.
Jen, but how did you...
I'll explain later. We gotta go.
The Mute Orgs arrive at Master Org's cave, now actually referred to as the Nexus, and bow to him, ending Part 1. The Rangers return to the Animarium, upset over how they got smacked around. Wes and Jen talk briefly, Jen admitting that she's been in their time period for a week. Circuit contacts the team, informing them that the other Time Force Rangers are on their way. The Time Force Rangers reunite, but also...
Rancic.
Easy, Jen. Rancic and Nadir are here to help us.
Time Ranger. We've had a long and twisted history. I've done many horrible things in the past. Allow me to make up for this one.
Cole uses his ability to sense living beings' hearts to indicate that Rancic is indeed there to help. They all go to the Animarium, and Rancic explains that during his years wandering, he came across a ruined temple where 3 Orgs were encased in stone. The Orgs promised him power if they were freed, and Rancic gladly did so, especially when they mentioned they would destroy humans. The Org spirits copied his mutant DNA and became the Mute Orgs, and in return they gave him some of his abilities, like extracting swords from his body.
I freed those monsters. But now, I have a chance to make things right and help you destroy them. If you will trust me.
No matter how much we want to, we can't change the past. But we can work for a better future.
While Wes and Jen cuddle a bit, Taylor and Eric flirt.
Always working.
Yep.
Can I see that?
Yeah, sure. Now, this isn't your standard issue Silver Guardian weapon here. This is one of a kind. The Quantum Defender. Hey, be careful with that now. That's not a toy, you know.
Hey, I was in the Air Force. I could probably teach you a few things about this.
Meanwhile, Master Org and the Mute Orgs head to an industrial site to create as much pollution as they can to alter time. The Rangers split up and charge forward, blasting or kicking ass as they go along. Jen and Alyssa are particularly impressive, wielding the Time Force guns. The Mute Orgs run into Wes, Cole, Nadira, and Rancic, the latter two being injured by one.
I created these monsters. Now it's up to me to fix my mistake.
Rancic succeeds in destroying their mutant halves, and they run off to deal with them, Nadira staying with her father. As the Mute Orgs retreat, they're intercepted by Merrick and the Rangers.
Ready! World access! Let's do it! Time Force! Quantum power! Blazing line!
Noble Tiger!
Iron Bison! Surging Shark!
Soaring Eagle!
Howling Wolf! Power Rangers! Wild Force! Time Force Red!
Force yellow!
Time Force blue! Time Force green!
Time Force pink!
Quantum Ranger! Power Rangers, Time Force! Power Rangers, unite!
Reinforcements from the Future is the best team-up since To the 10th Power, and arguably even better than that. It continues the storylines of Time Force, while also helping advance the Wild Force Rangers as characters. The fight choreography is superb, showing the teams working in sync to defeat the Mutorgs. It's not quite as good as To the 10th Power's in syncing, but it's still pretty damn good. There are unmorphed fights, morphed fights, excellent acting, and all around it's enjoyable. The pacing is exquisite. Every scene exists just long enough to serve its purpose, and nothing drags. This is the team-up I've been wanting for the last few seasons, and it delivers perfectly. With combined blasts from all the Rangers, including Battleizer modes, the 3 Mutorgs are destroyed and the Rangers return to Ransik. To their shock, Ransik's mutated parts are completely healed. Don't quite get that, but hey, I like a happy ending. We get a montage of the Rangers interacting with each other, set to a remix of that horrible song Shayla was singing. And yet somehow the song works as a techno beat. I really don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because the lyrics are more incomprehensible, so they don't sound as awful, but it really honestly works, and kudos to the show for putting in tiny nods to Time Force, like Katie arm wrestling and Lucas and Nadira hooking up. If I only had one complaint, it's that they don't use Time Force's theme song when they morph, and that's a pretty minor complaint considering the instrumental Wild Force theme has enough energy for both teams. Following the team-up, Toxica and Jindrax head to a desert to locate an object to help stop the fake Master Org. Speaking of, Master Org swears that if he's going down, he's taking the Rangers with him. Alyssa sees a news report that Dr. Adler, the scientist who was with Cole's parents, has been located and brought to a hospital. However, when they go to see him, he takes the Rangers prisoner. He reveals himself as Master Org and reveals that he killed Cole's parents.
I finished off your parents. And I enjoyed every single minute of it. They begged me for mercy, so I gave it to them. I ended their worthless existence quickly.
He further explains that while they were once his friends, he fell in love with Cole's mother.
We worked together, day and night, trying to prove the existence of Animaria. We were a team. We were all going to the top together. But as time passed, I grew to love your mother. And I know she shared my feelings as well.
Dr. Adler, so
things would have been perfect. I have something I'd like to talk to you about.
But first, look! Richard proposed. Isn't it great?
Except...
we're getting married!
Your father couldn't bear to see me succeed in anything. Even love. So he stole her away from me.
We did it. We got the grant.
He betrayed me. He stole my one and only love.
Oh, we're finally gonna prove once and for all that Animaria really did exist.
But that's not all he stole. He stole my chance at a family.
Yeah, Master Org's a bit of a psycho. It's not helped that reporters want to talk to Cole's father and not him. He grew to hate them, and during the expedition, they located the remnants of the original Master Org. He says he's going to destroy them, but instead he consumed the remains and became Master Org himself. Cole gets knocked around by Master Org, just getting slammed into pipes. Seriously, ouch! Toxica and Jindrax, meanwhile, locate an ancient Org general and reawaken it. After getting beaten up a bit, Cole ramps up the hamminess.
I swore with my life to protect all of nature. I'm a guardian of the earth!
However, his overacting pays off by kicking Master Org in the face and morphing. Merrick arrives and frees the other Rangers, while Cole initiates his battleizer to fend off Master Org. He absorbs one of Master Org's blasts and sends it right back at him, forcing him to revert back to Dr. Adler. He tries in vain to use his abilities, but Cole says it's time for them to go. Master Org wants to know why he won't finish him off, but Cole says that all the time Adler spent seeking revenge poisoned him, and he refuses to take the same path. Master Org crawls through the desert before running into the two Duke Orgs and their new master, Mandalok, an Org with two personalities, one male and one female, coexisting within it. They shove him off a cliff, but at the end of the episode, a horn grows from his forehead and his eyes open. Mandalok is brought back to Master Org's old chamber, seeing that Master Org, in a rampage, destroyed all the other General Org statues, meaning that it's the last one. Mandalok isn't interesting as a villain at all. All it does is want to eat buildings and pollution. There's also a plot point involving a little kid named Kite. It's absolutely stupid, except for the fact that it turns out that the kid is, in fact, the reincarnated form of Animus, who is made up of 5 other Wild Zords. What's especially annoying about this is that before they discover he's Animus, he starts ranting about humanity polluting crap, the ozone layer, the environment, blah blah blah.
The ozone's gone, toxic waste is being dumped everywhere, animals are getting sick, and the environment's being ruined. Why are humans doing this?
People don't mean to destroy nature. It just happens with progress.
The Power Rangers fight to protect the Earth, but humans are the ones destroying nature.
Be quiet. A kid shouldn't talk like that.
It doesn't matter whether you're a kid or an adult. This is important. Protecting the Earth is important.
When Animus finally comes out of the preachy little dumbass, he says this.
I do not fight for the orgs, but I will not fight for the humans either.
And he takes the Wild Zords away from the Rangers, saying that humans don't deserve to inherit the Earth because of the ways they've treated the Earth. And then this happens.
Once Animus had taken all the Wild Zords off the Animarium, Princess Shayla, the protector of the Wild Zords, fell into a deep sleep. A sleep which she cannot control. A sleep which will last as long as the Wild Zords are gone. A sleep that could last forever.
Seriously, who the hell are you, narrator? And whose bright idea was it to add narration here? Anyway, point is, Animus's little humans are so bad because of the environment whining gets old real fast. From the way they're talking, it makes it sound like he wants to directly attack oil companies and anyone who drives a car. Animus is essentially an environmental terrorist, and by taking away the Wild Zords, he pretty much dooms a planet he seems to love so much. Maybe instead of asserting your will over the things, you could ask the animals what they thought. Oh wait, you're too busy being a fascist, Animus. Why did they want you back again? Oh, and what's worse is that the team says that Animus is right, and they haven't done enough to stop humans from damaging the Earth. Ugh. You know, here's a thought, Animus. What about environmental groups that try to protect the environment, or causes to save species from extinction, or, oh, what's that? Humans bad completely, and you're just gonna go to a new planet? Up yours, Animus. Animus offers Merrick the chance to go to his new world since he was his friend 3,000 years prior. I notice you're not offering it to Shayla, you little prick. But Merrick, overhearing the Rangers fighting an Org without the help of their Zords, tells him off.
But now we live in the present. And these people here have become my friends. They don't have you or the Wild Zords to protect them. All they have are their friends. That's why I can't leave them. I choose to stay.
Oh, but then Animus wakes up Shayla and returns the Wild Zords because... friendship? Oh, he says it was all a test to see how dedicated they were to the task. Yeah, see, I think the 32 episodes that happened before this little test might have been a decent indicator of these people's dedication to the job. And I notice you don't rescind what you said about humanity sucking, so no, up yours, you preachy little brat. Oh, but as an extra gift, he gives Cole a flying motorcycle, the Wild Force Rider. I'll get into that later. Animus leaves, saying he isn't needed now that the Rangers are truly dedicated to their task, blah blah blah. But this Animus crap isn't what you all want me to talk about, is it? No! There's something that people have been asking me if I'll cover or not, making me scratch my head about why exactly they think I would leave it out of these videos. And that, of course, is this.
Excuse me. Cole Evans? Cole Evans, Red Wild Force Ranger?
How do you know who I am?
I'm Carter Grayson, Lightspeed Rescue. Red Ranger.